Andy Cook, thank you for joining us. A 7-0 victory away at Middlesbrough yesterday. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, we're delighted with the performance and the way we played. 3 points was key. We said that before the game to the girls, and we wanted to be relentless throughout the game, and we were. Middlesbrough brought a fight to the game that we kind of expected from them. Every time we've played them, they've had that. But yeah, we were pleased with the way the game went. I mean, in the second half, they brought on 4 strikers against our back 4, so we've had to manage that. And Becky Anderson was brilliant in dropping into the back 4 to pick the ball up and build up play. So it was good. We were delighted with the way we played.
I know you can sometimes go 3 or 4-0 up, but to carry on and score 7, that must please you even more.
Yeah, it was something we spoke about at half time. We were 2-0 up at half time, and the goals came at good times in terms of the first 20 minutes. We got that out of the way and fought our way into a good position. Scored the 22nd, I think the 37th minute, whatever it was. And then to go in at 2-0 was great. But what we said at half time was, we need to make sure that we kick on, and yes, another goal would be great to get 3 or 4, like you say, but to get 7 was brilliant. And a special mention there for Westy scoring on her birthday, but she's had a couple of bad runs of injuries. Sort of pulled a calf about 5-6 weeks ago. Not a bad pull, obviously, but enough to keep her out for a month or so, and to come back and score like that was fantastic. And the assist from Grace Walters was great. She's been battling to stay in and amongst the squad and the side, and she's done brilliantly to get back into the side now.
Looking back at the season as a whole, it's the first time you've been able to complete this much of a campaign since you've joined the club. How would you assess it so far?
Yeah, it's been great to get through to April. We got to March during the first season, the 2019-20 season. We were on a good run at that time, and yeah, looking at the way we've played up until now, we're quite pleased and we're close to where we want to be. But those key games and those pivotal games, we've lost by a goal. There's only the Derby game here, where we lost by 2 goals in that game. So, we're close. We need to find that little bit extra. We want to be relentless in what we're doing and how we're playing. And that's something that, we showed at the weekend, and we will continue that and make sure that we build on that now. We were just looking back at some of the stats this morning, and looking, and I think it's sort of 11 and a half hours since we played Wolves, since we've only conceded 1 goal, within that time. So, the clean sheets and the way that we're playing and things is something that we want, and it's one of those, we want momentum to go into the start of pre-season, to continue that.
And as you look ahead to next season, what message would you have for the Forest supporters that would come down and watch you?
Oh, it'd be great to get a few more fans into the gate, into the ground at Eastwood. The season cards are available now, I believe, and something that fans can go on and purchase on top of their the season card here for the men. The men are having a great run of form at the moment. I think won 8 and drew 10 in the last 10 games, and we all believe and we all know that Steve and the lads can continue that for the rest of the season. And if we can get a few of the fans through our turnstiles, it'd be great as well to support the whole club. The academy doing brilliantly. Ourselves, we're doing okay. We'd like to be a bit better, but next season hopefully we can kick on, and if we can follow in the footsteps of the way the guys are playing, it'll be superb.
When you look back on this season as a whole, what really springs to mind in terms of there's been a real moment where the team have clicked and you've seen the team that you want?
There's a couple of really standout moments. Obviously the weekend, I said to the players afterwards, I think that's the best performance we've had under my time here. There's a couple in the first season, there was a couple of sort of times where things just clicked, but to be honest, this season has been the team where I feel like it's definitely the style of football I like to play, the brand that we want to play here at Nottingham Forest. And that's, I suppose the weekend sums it up. 7 goals, relentless in what we were doing. We had the second goal, for instance, was a quick throw-in. Grace Walters throws it over the back line. Charlotte Greengrass runs in and hits it on a half volley. And, there's nothing special to that, but to have the skill and the speed of thought to be able to do it is something that we're looking for. And then on the flip of it, those little build-up moments where we're getting the centre-half split, midfielders dropping into the back line to get it, the full-backs are moving forward, and there's lots of rotation in positions. So it's definitely, this season is a team that I want to see, but, there's so much more that we can improve on, like we've mentioned earlier, about those pivotal moments and those pivotal games where it's conceding a goal at the wrong time, and we need to make sure that we get those right. And we will, because the group of players that we've got is really good, and we're going to add, and we're going to invest in the quality of the team for next season.
Next up is Loughborough on Wednesday night, another challenge for you. How do you approach the quick turnaround?
We've done it a few times this season. You know, it's a little bit longer than we had when we played Thursday night and then Saturday here against Man City. So yeah, we've got a few more hours to play with. So the quick turnaround's quite good. We always enjoy evening games. You know, Loughborough's a fantastic facility, a great stadium to play on. So we're just excited to go and play. The thing for us is Loughborough are fighting for their lives. You know, they're in a relegation battle with Middlesbrough, Hull and Sheffield. And you know they're the ones in the driving seat, so they're going to be so focused on trying to get 3 points for themselves. So we've got to make sure that we're ready for the fight and the battle that they're going to bring.